Welcome back to Maula Cognition. In this session, Maula Cognition is discussing Lokman Effendi's ignorance of Ahlul Bayt. Lokman Effendi claimed to be where is this and that. He is talk about Ahlul Bayt. And what he says about Ahlul Bayt is so funny. He's saying that Ahlul Bayt, Abu Jahil is Ahlul Bayt, or Abu Lahab is Ahlul Bayt. So that's how his talks goes on and on about Ahlul Bayt. If you want, you can listen to that for a while. And he's saying that Ottoman Sultans, they were Ahlul Bayt. Osman Ghazi married his Sheikh's daughter, and the Sheikh is Ahlul Bayt. His daughter is Ahlul Bayt. That make him and that make Osman Ghazi an Ahlul Bayt, or Osman Ghazi's children an Ahlul Bayt. In Islam, the lineage is normally carried by the way of through the male parent. But Muslims also accept, Islamic legalism also accept lineage through female, the Prophet's daughter Fatima, and lineage through relatives, Al-Abbas, uncle of the Prophet. Through him also the Ahlul Bayt has been called. And in the same way, Salman al-Farisi, according to Sunni traditions, Prophet called him Ahlul Bayt. But that calling of Ahlul Bayt is a honorary title. This is your home, or you are part of our home. But even in Lokman Effendi's one of the Sohbat with Orthodox priest, he is calling the Orthodox priest is part of his family. Sheikh Abdul Karim called his friend from Native American his brothers. Means family. Brother means someone who is part of family, brotherhood. A Muslim is the brother of another Muslim, so they have to be they have to be like Ahlul Bayt. But Lokman Effendi is happy to send honey trap and black magic prostitutes to attack myself, Jawhar Ali Naqshbandi, although I treated him for a long time like brother, like a own blood brother. But he showed his all dirtiness. I didn't respond to that. But when he played with falsehood, that's the only time I came against him. I didn't go against Lokman just because he insulted me with honey trap and witchcraft and black magic, but on account of his worship to demons and devils and worship of his own ego. That's why Jawhar Ali Naqshbandi Al-Hassani myself turned against Lokman Effendi. The Lukimia, spiritual leukemia, is infested in Lokman Effendi. We must be careful whoever follow him. I said to Lokman Effendi when I loved and respected him, my home construction is nearly, my family home is near in India. I give you my keys. My home is like your home. I will send you some keys. You can come anytime. You can stay over. It's your house. But I showed my utmost respect and love for Lokman Effendi once, and now I show him utmost hostility and retribution to Lokman Effendi. So, by my hostility to Lokman Effendi, how much I am hostile to Lokman, his followers and himself must realize how much I was attached to, how much I was respectful and loving him. Because as much as I loved him, I am giving back my vengeance or hostility the same amount as I loved him and respected him. So Lokman Effendi says Ahlul Bayt, Abu Lahab is Ahlul Bayt, this and that. That's very wrong. Here is the video of Effendi here. Effendi claims Ottoman Sultan are 100% Ahlul Bayt, all of them. The question is, are all other Ottoman Sultans Ahlul Bayt? Osman Ghazi is not Ahlul Bayt. So the question is, all Ottomans Ahlul Bayt, and he says 100%. Let's listen to his crap.
100%. The fitna they're trying to spread is that they are not Ahlul Bayt, or they're not even Turkish, saying that, oh, they're Turkish. He already married an Ahlul Bayt, and all his descendants it will be. Don't think, oh, Ahlul Bayt means you have to, both father and mother, Yes, of course it is. But we know so many Ahlul Bayt. There's Ahlul Bayt on both sides, and they're spending their time in the clubs.
So if Ahlul Bayt spend time in the club, they can't be Ahlul Bayt. So what about Lokman Effendi? Can he be Ottoman if he spent time with honey trap, prostitute and pimps? That's what Maula Cognition would like to ask Lokman Effendi.
We know so many Ahlul Bayt that they also bring so much trouble to the nation. Say,
so Sayyid Qutb bring trouble to Arab Muslim nation. What about Lokman Effendi, the trouble he is causing?
He was a Sayyid, but his ideas are wrong. So now Ahlul Bayt.
But Lokman Effendi, your idea is also wrong. You're saying that everyone is Ahlul Bayt.
Is it just physical blood? If it's physical blood.
But according to Sharia, blood is najas, impure. How can a pure lineage, if lineage is based on just the blood, if that actually means the blood or not according to the Torah, Genesis, you need to understand the blood in the clear context. The life is in the blood. And a person who has to be born by the blood of Prophet to be Ahlul Bayt. Because Prophet spirit as hovering over the waters of the cosmic Genesis, Genesis says, the Spirit of God was hovering over the water. So to be Ahlul Bayt, only the close people who lived in the time of Prophet Muhammad, when his seed was in the through the closer descendants, only they are called, like the Uncle Abbas, all of them are called to be close to Ahlul Bayt. They are not Ahlul Bayt themselves, but because of their close proximity to the blood of Prophet Muhammad in his human appearing, that's what they are given. Ali, family of Ali means the sons of Abdul Muttalib. Some of them are called Ahlul Bayt, like family of Jafar, Aqil and Al-Abbas, is because they were within the radius of Prophet Muhammad's physical existence. But the real Ahlul Bayt is through Prophet Muhammad's children, the children who are passed away, and these Ahlul Bayt, the lineage, the descendants is carrying through the children of his daughters. That's what it is.
That qualifies you as a strong Ahlul Bayt, then Abu Jahil was Ahlul Bayt. Abu Lahab is Ahlul Bayt.
Abu Jahil and Abu Lahab is not in Ahlul Bayt in any meaning. So you are saying that Sayyid Qutb brought to Islam so much of corruption, and you are saying you are now bringing corruption to Islam by saying what is Ahlul Bayt. Who gave you authority to define who is Ahlul Bayt? When Prophet and Sahaba already defined who are Ahlul Bayt, let's go into that. We have a Quran here. He says, "Oh Prophet, say obey Allah and His Messenger. If they turn away, find tawallahu. If you turn away, then truly, find Allah. Indeed, certainly Allah does not love, does not like yuhibbul kafirin, disbelievers. So if you turn away from Allah and His Messenger, you are a kafir, disbeliever, according to Quran. So the only way to become a kafir is you turning away from Allah and His Messenger. Then only you become a kafir. Turning away from Lokman Effendi doesn't make anyone kafir. So they say, Qul ati'ullah wa rasul, obey Allah, obey the Messenger. Why is saying here? After saying that, this is who this pointing to, this chapter actually. This is called Al Imran. This chapter should actually speak in the context of the family of Imran. Then it says Allah has chosen Adam, Noah, the family of Abraham and the family of Imran above all people. But these not corrupt Islamic translators, they put a bracket there or a quote their quotation saying of their times. Allah has chosen family of Imran only of their times. That's how Islamic world is corrupt. They are even corrupting the Quran translation. Then says they are descendants of one another and Allah is all-knowing. So if they are only chosen for their own time, then who are chosen, which family is chosen for this time? And they have to be descendants of one another. That's the condition here, that they have to be descendants of one another. They are the only chosen. Quran again saying here, chapter 33 verse 62 says, this is the established way of Allah with those who passed before. So of their time, this claiming that this translation is going against these wicked demonic scholars of Islam. So is established way of Allah those who passed before, min qabl. So, and you will not find in the way of Allah any change. That means there should be another descendants of Prophet Muhammad has to be the only legitimate leaders of Islam that have any legitimacy to be the leaders of the Muslims. Ad-Dinun Nasiha, hadith is there, 40 hadith in Nawawi quoting from Muslim. To Allah, to His Messenger, to His book, to the leaders of the Muslim and their common folk. Common folk means the Amatihim. That is part of the creed, of the elite creed within the Ahlul Bayt. Ahlul Bayt is the old descendants, but there are the elite Ahlul Bayt, the 12 Imams. And those who are supposed to be with them, they are the elite Amatihim, Wa'immatul Muslimin wa Amatihim. That Jamaat, the creed of the circle of the elite, or the chosen ones who are authorized to lead the believers. So you will not find in Allah's way any change in dealing with people. This is a very important point here. But the Sunni world has already changed the Allah's way. They say they don't give any regard to Ahlul Bayt, the family of Prophet. If anybody even speak good about Ahlul Bayt, they say you are Shia. So Sunni Islam, Salafi Islam, Wahhabi, Qadiani, Deobandi, these are demonic cult. This has no truth in Islam. The hadith is 72 sect. Even those who narrated this hadith about 72 sect, they are even against Ahlul Bayt, the family of Prophet. Because they even took that hadith for their own advantage. They said main body, so main body is the ruler. So Muawiyah is the main body and he is the ruler. Then he attacking Ali ibn Abi Talib, Al-Hassan and Al-Hussein.
What makes you TV?
But the Sunni Jahils, they don't understand. The Sufis, they are like, they're hooked onto the Sunni, corrupt Sunni world. So many of the Sufi groups, and they are like, they are traveling, like they have to live like double-faced ones, basically, many of them. So double-faced ones, that's how the world is right now. So we are watching all these things. So one side they are saying Allah chose Adam, Al Imran and for their time, of their time, but who is chosen for this time? Who is chosen after Prophet Muhammad and his time? And if Allah doesn't change His way, they have to be descendant of one another. And Allah is all here and all-knowing. So Allah suddenly changed His mind when Prophet Muhammad arrived. The best of all creation for the whole mankind. Prophet Muhammad came for all humanity. And in the footstep of the previous prophets. And Allah says that Allah does not change the established way the established way of Allah with those who passed on before. And then Allah says you will not find it in the future, Allah's way, any change in Allah's way. And then the Sunni scholars and Salafi scholars are saying, oh, this is not how it is, we have a new way, we have a new interpretation, we have new leadership. Not a joke, you are jokers. They even twisted this hadith after 72 sect. Muawiyah is using 72 sect hadith and saying he is the main body, over against him is wrong. And Yazid is using the same hadith. Whoever is not with me, I am the main body because my father gave me the caliphate. So whoever is against me, I am going to kill them. I am going to wage war against them. So they are attacking Imam Hussein and his family. Then this hadith is also interpolated, saying 12 rulers after me. And the Prophet said all of them will be Quraysh. This speaking about the spiritual rulership, spiritual leadership, according to these Quran verses, similar to this similar tradition of Allah, because Allah doesn't change His tradition. The Prophet came and the same tradition that Allah has continued through family of Abraham, family of Imran, then family of Muhammad should be there. Should be, the verse should be Inna Allah Mustafa Adam, because Muhammad is the Mustafa. According to Islam, even Sunni Islam, Muhammad is the Mustafa. So now come the Mustafa's, Muhammad's Mustafa has been lost in his Ahl. They took the Mustafa from the Ahl of Prophet Muhammad's family, the Sunni world. So they say Inna Allah Mustafa Adam wa Nuh wa ala Ibrahim wa ala Imran wa ala Muhammad alal alamin. It should be like that. So they cut Ali Muhammad out. How clever you Sunni crap. So this is going on the hadith, 12 Muslim rulers. This is also changed. All of them will be Quraysh. If only 12 are Quraysh, all of them, all the rulers will be, all the caliph will be only Muslim caliph. This is talking about caliph. This is a very important point. So if all of them will be only Quraysh and there will be only 12, that means after Ali, then Muawiyah, Yazid, Muawiyah, Marwan, Abdul Malik, Walid, Sulaiman, Umar too, Yazid too. So then who are these people who coming after? Why are you calling? There is no legitimacy. You Sunni crooks calling this one caliphate. So how they can be caliphate? What is this? What are these numbers? Explain. Explain this. What are these numbers? Who are they? They are caliphate, they are caliph, they are amirs of Islam. How can there be amirs? They are amirs of their own state, their own clan-based state like Saudi, Al-Saud, Al-Osmaniya, Al-Abbasiya, Al-Muawiyah. They cannot be the caliphate. Different clans. But Prophet is saying all of them will be Quraysh, or all of them will be Ahlul Bayt. The hadith, who are Ahlul Bayt? Lokman Effendi is saying Abu Yazid, the Muawiyah, which Yazid is Ahlul Bayt. There are even made up hadith that saying that everyone is Prophet's family because Prophet married from every tribe, so everyone is Ahlul Bayt. But then the Prophet is saying to the same companions that to hold fast the book of Allah and to my family, the members of my household. So everybody is family because Prophet is married to them. Then Muawiyah is Ahlul Bayt, Yazid is Ahlul Bayt. There is no problem. So what is your problem? According to Luqman's theory, if Abu Lahab is Ahlul Bayt, why is not saying Yazid is Ahlul Bayt? Because Muawiyah's son Yazid is supposed to be Ahlul Bayt then. Riyadus Salihin, the Sahaba describing who is Ahlul Bayt. In Sahih Muslim, saying, I am only a human being, Prophet is saying. To whom he is saying? To all the so-called Ahlul Bayt that lived in his time. And say, hold fast to the book of Allah, then to my members of my household, then I remind you. Then Zayd is saying, who are the members of his household? Aren't the wives the members of his family? Then saying that his wives are members of his family by relation, means adoption. And they can't accept zakat. But this family are those whom zakat is forbidden. He asked, who are they? Zayd said, Ali and the offspring of Ali. Aqil and the offspring of Aqil. And the offspring of Jafar and the offspring of Abbas. Hussein asked, for all of them the acceptance of zakat is forbidden. Zayd, rahmatullahi alayhi, is saying that yes, zakat is forbidden on all of them. But Lokman Effendi, all these Sunni crooks, they are saying everyone is Ahlul Bayt. Salman al-Farisi is Ahlul Bayt because he is giving the honorable title Ahlul Bayt. Lokman Effendi is deceiving many of his followers. And they are calling themselves, they are also Ahlul Bayt because Lokman Effendi is saying they are Ahlul Bayt. But look how far these clones, Sunni clones and Sunni stuck Sufi clones, how far they are from truth. Maula Cognition, Jawhar Ali Naqshbandi has no allegiance to any crap of this world. My allegiance is to the Lord of heavens and His truth. I don't care who you are, you are Ottoman, you are Shia, you are Wahhabi, you are Sunni, you are Sufi, you are Christian, you are Jew, you are pagan. If you are holding truth, you are part of me. If you are not holding truth, or if you are not striving to accept truth, then you are out. You think that you are kicking me out. You are removing me from your Facebook and WhatsApp and your social media. No, Allah, the Lord of heavens, is removing me from you, removing me from other cult of Christianity and Islam and Judaism. And after once that happened, when you find that I am removed from you, that means divine punishment is coming on you. Divine wrath is coming on those Christians and those Muslims who are from whom I am removed by the Lord of heavens. My allegiance is only to the Haqq. I am a defender of truth and righteousness. I don't defend any communities or societies. If you are holding on to the truth of the Torah, to the gospel, to the truth of Prophet Muhammad, then you are striving to and praying, and you are humble yourself, and you are striving and praying for and having love for God and love for truth, then you are respected and you are accepted. But if you are showing hostility to me, doesn't matter which religion you follow, you will find God as your enemy, because you hated truth. You will find God as your enemy and the prophets as your enemy, because you hated truth and you showed hostility towards me. So I am only defending the truth. I am only standing for truth and righteousness, dharma, moral principles, righteousness and truth. Because you loved unrighteousness, you hated truth. There is no truth in you. So who is Ahlul Bayt? According to Lokman, even Abu Lahab can be Ahlul Bayt. According to Prophet Muhammad, only those people whom zakat is forbidden, they are Ahlul Bayt, the real Ahlul Bayt. So if zakat is forbidden for Ahlul Bayt because it's the dirt of the people, then sins, haram or sinning is also forbidden for Ahlul Bayt. Many Ahlul Bayt are sinning, but they have to always repent and always strive to be pure and purify themselves. In this way, people are fooled by the ignorance and misguidance of Lokman Effendi, because we remove truth from him. Because he hated truth, and the one whom the Lord of heaven has spoken, he plotted against me. So the truth is not in him. Wassalamun al mursaleen, alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.